Cage Minds, Fight Week, Rumble on Route 66. We got the main event man with us, Conrad Padilla. Thank you for the time, sir.
No worries, thank you guys, appreciate it.
Fight Week, 6 days left. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. You know, I put so much pressure on myself. I'm always questioning, did I train hard enough? Did I do everything I need to do to get this win? But that's just typical. I always doubt myself, but now that the fight, I always come to perform. And you know, hey, I think we're gonna see a really good Conrad Padilla that night.
Being around Holm, Diego Sanchez, rolling with BJ Penn, what has this camp, or not even camp, but just the last 2 months of training been like for you?
Honestly, I was offered this fight about 5 weeks ago, so I wasn't even really training for a fight, but just those high intense rounds. I mean, helping Diego and helping Holly. You know, I'd be like first and third round with Holly, second and fourth round with Diego, and then fifth round I would just normally go hit the bag and try to catch my breath. So Coach Wink was like, you know what, Conrad, you're in good shape. You know, you're banging with the best. You're pushing them at a high pace. So you want to be main event April 2nd? And what was I gonna say? No. So yeah, man. I mean, rolling with those big names is great, but you know, I think that adds a little more pressure. Actually, a lot more pressure on me because people are expecting me to be like this phenomenal guy, and I'm just Conrad, man.
So, pressure those expectations, but what does it do for motivation for you when you're training to have that date, to have a fight in mind?
Well, it's great. You know, it's I compare it to you know, football. You know, you wouldn't want to do two-a-days for years and never get to play a game. So, for me, it's hard to go in there and want to train every day and not get a fight. So this is. But it's funny because at the same time, every time I get signed up for a fight, I'm like, God, I'm excited, and then about 3 weeks before the fight, I'm wondering, why am I doing this? You know, so it's fun. It's all mental. It's 90% mental, 10% physical for me, and I'm just having a blast with it. So that's it.
5 weeks, short camp. Have you had one of those "what am I doing" moments, or is this too condensed to have that moment?
I always have that moment. It doesn't matter. So whether I have a full camp or a short camp, this is the first time I had a short camp, which it's fine. Like I said, going with the best, pushing them and making them work and getting crazy compliments afterwards is super motivated for me, and it lifts my spirits quite a bit. But yeah, I always have that. I'm like, man, I'm 37 years old. Why am I still doing this? You know, and why is this guy so motivated to fight me? So all those questions go through my head, but that's just typical. I get them all the time, and you know, I just let the fight speak for itself.
You've said it before, with the team that you're training with, you're in the UFC every day. So where are your goals as they line up and compare to MMA?
You know, I figure I'm just having fun. I never put it on I never put making it to a bigger show up on a pedestal, because if I ever didn't get it, I don't like failing on my goals. So my goal is just keep fighting, just have fun with it. Honestly, like I said, I went pro to hopefully, you know, get to travel and stuff, and the furthest I've gotten to go since I was a pro was El Paso, so that doesn't really count. But yeah, if I get picked up by a bigger organization, that'd be great. I'd love, to be honest with you, I'd love for ONE FC to give me a call, because my mom lives in the Philippines, and I'd love a free trip out there. You know, go fight, make some money, and then you know, get to visit my mom and see the motherland. So I think that'd be great.
So there we go. We came with the goal to get some more traveling in.
Yes,
to be able to use this ability. There's the goal.
There we go. That's the goal, is to get to travel. You know, I have a passport I got about 6 years ago, and there's no stamps in it, so I was almost ready to just hop over to Juarez just to get a stamp in there. So
the weekend getaway, as we call it here.
Goals, I guess. You know.
Now, with the fight, you got a wrestler in front of you, and that's what people know about him so far.
Right.
Stylistically, where do you feel you're at for this fight?
You know, I do all aspects. You know, it's mixed martial arts, not wrestling. So expect expect just a high pace. You know, if he wants to push a high pace, great. I hope he's in shape for that. You know, and I just been working on my striking and everything else. So whatever happens, to me, it just doesn't really matter. So I tell everybody, we fight on the ground, we fight on the ground, we fight on the feet, we fight on the feet. You know, it's not a wrestling match. You know, I'll turn to my back. You know, I got no problem being on my back. So it's all good.
Not many times do we get a fighter who's in his 4th consecutive main event. Does it get old being on the posters, having this promotional obligation to smile and sell tickets, or is it just a refreshing feeling each time to see that poster with your face?
Honestly, my goal is just to get a fight. When they offered me the main event, I was okay, cool. You know, for me, like I said, I'm the one who puts the most pressure on myself. Nobody else does. Not my opponent, not my coaches, not my teammates, me. I put the pressure on myself. So, like I said, I'm just grateful to be on the card, and you know, to be main event and be the attraction is like, yeah. I mean, it's extra pressure that I put on myself. So.
With those main events, with the boxing match that we saw at Buffalo Thunder, you've got a name for yourself. The fight fans know what to expect from a Conrad Padilla fight. Now, how happy does that make you? Because we know you're there to entertain, and we know you're there to do what you do.
Yeah, you know, it's great. You know, I even got some of the guys from the boxing scene hitting me up and saying that they want to come support me because they never see me fight in an MMA match. The boxing, you know, I think I went out there and I rattled the ring a little bit, and those guys were like, oh, you know, Conrad can throw hands too. So it's great because I'm actually getting support from some of the boxing community too. So it's a very humbling experience. So I thank you guys as well. You know, I told everybody I'm not a boxer. I was just doing it to just step out of my comfort zone and grow as a fighter. So, you know, not my coaches, not my teammates, me. I put the pressure on myself. So, like I said, I'm just grateful to be on the card, and you know, to be main event and be the attraction is like, yeah. I mean, it's extra pressure that I put on myself. So.
With those main events, with the boxing match that we saw at Buffalo Thunder, you've got a name for yourself. The fight fans know what to expect from a Conrad Padilla fight. Now, how happy does that make you? Because we know you're there to entertain, and we know you're there to do what you do.
Yeah, you know, it's great. You know, I even got some of the guys from the boxing scene hitting me up and saying that they want to come support me because they never see me fight in an MMA match. The boxing, you know, I think I went out there and I rattled the ring a little bit, and those guys were like, oh, you know, Conrad can throw hands too. So it's great because I'm actually getting support from some of the boxing community too. So it's a very humbling experience. So I thank you guys as well. You know, I told everybody I'm not a boxer. I was just doing it to just step out of my comfort zone and grow as a fighter. So, you know, excuse me. So, sorry, I just got finished doing some cardio. So, but yeah, everyone knows that I come scrappy and I come to throw hands and just wherever the fight goes, and they know that I'm an aggressive fighter, and I just love to put on the show. For me, that's the first and foremost thing is people pay good money to see me, and I don't want to let them down. So that's what helps motivate me too. So.
And then we couldn't go without mentioning that we're here at Green Jeans at Fit Studio. I don't know if we call this your home away from home or how many of those you have with all the gyms, the barbershop, the everything. But we're with your like fifth love, the kettlebells. Tell us about the studio and when people could come sign up to work out with you.
You know, I do private sessions, fairly cheap. Just message me on Facebook, Conrad Padilla, if you guys are interested. But kettlebells, man, first and foremost, you know, be strong first. You know, certified instructor, so I've been swinging bells for 10 years, so I think I know what I'm doing. But, you know, I tell everybody that this is what helps keep me young, and you know, it's just functional strength, and I feel good, and you know, I always want to bless everybody with it too. So if you guys are interested, come by, check out the studio. It's a great atmosphere. Green Jeans Plaza. You know, it's swing some kettlebells and then go get some brews over at the brewery across the way. So and some pizza and some I heard Boca Deals kicks ass. I haven't been there myself yet, but
Last message to the fans?
last message to the fans, hey, come out and support. I put a lot of pressure on myself that this is Fresca's first production without Holly, and they asked me to be the main event, so for me this is a big deal. I'd love to see everybody out there. Just come support local MMA. We got Frankie Lester, who's just a beast. We got Donald Sanchez. We got Cody Hefflinger. I'm sorry if I chopped up your name, brother. I'm really sorry. Adrian Cruz. That's my bro, man. I mean, me and Adrian have been friends a long time. We trained together too, way back in the day. But it's going to be a great, exciting card. It's always a great atmosphere. All ages welcome. Please bring out the kids. Have a great time, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fan pleasing. So love to see you guys out there. Come support.
And what I can tell the fans is I'm giddy for this card, so you guys got to get out there. I can't wait to see this.
Bye.
Saturday night, Route 66 Casino, Rumble on Route 66.
Thank you, guys.